Hello everyone, Dr. James Marcum here with another biblical prescription for life. And I'm so thankful that you're here with me today. Thank you for sharing your time. Give this comments below, give it some thoughts. This is an important topic today. I'm going to talk today about freedom of choice, exemptions from different things, especially health exemptions and some of the mandates. We're going to talk about that and some recent court decisions. But before we do that, I want to refer you to Galatians 5, verse 13, which says, "For you, brethren, have been called to liberty. Only do not use liberty as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another." So we're called for liberty. We're called for freedom. And as we've seen, freedom of choice, our conscience, is very important to God. If you think about it, he had allowed Satan to make some decisions. He allowed Adam to make decisions. He allows each one of us to make decisions. So freedom is very important to God. Also in medicine, we think freedom to choose the different treatments is important as well. We call that informed consent. You even have to sign an informed consent just for a doctor to treat you and evaluate you. And without freedom of choice, basically, if we don't have freedoms, where does it end? If we don't have freedom to worship the way we want to eat the way we want to spend our time, to make healthcare decisions, if we don't have freedom, then basically we're slaves. And freedom is very important. And with that goes our belief systems. It's important to have our belief systems upheld, because when belief systems are violated, it actually changes our physiology. So belief systems and physiology, they go together. So freedom of choice is important. Recently, a court decision was made by the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals in Chicago. And what happened, these two people were appealing a decision by a lower court by a nonprofit healthcare company called Aspirus. And what the court said in appeal, that these two individuals could move forward with a lawsuit. And they had a lawsuit claiming that Aspirus had violated their Title VII Civil Rights Acts of 1964. And this has to do with their freedom of choice. Especially, they claimed they were unlawfully denied a religious exemption regarding the COVID-19. Not only did they give religious reasons, but they also cited safety and harmful effects. So this court recently said that these two could move forward with their lawsuits, saying that their freedom of choice was violated in regards to exemptions. The court sided with them and stated, "The fact that an accommodation request also invokes as here even turns upon secular considerations does not negate its religious nature." So they were also, not only did they invoke it on religious, but the secular nature that they were referring to, as they claimed in their suit that the COVID-19 they were concerned about vaccine safety and harmful effects, that they really believe this as their ability to choices. So in the future, employers, based on this ruling, they should think very carefully before rejecting exemption requests, before going against anyone's freedom of choice. And anyone's freedom is important, not only in healthcare, but other issues in life as well. Freedom is important. Freedom is important to your health. Similarly, a similar verdict was reached in Tennessee Blue Cross Blue Shield, that they had violated some individuals' freedom of choice as well. Trinity Health in Grand Rapids, Michigan, recently agreed to pay $50,000 to settle an EEOC allegation that it had improperly rejected an employee's religious request for exemption for a flu shot. So these court rulings are encouraging for freedom of choice. Not only freedom of choice for health care, but this could go down the road for many other things as well. Belief systems are important to health. And we've talked many years about the placebo effect. A person getting something that is inert, but because they believe in it, they feel well. And in this article that I pulled by Dr. Miller, it says the placebo effect in illness and interpersonal healing. It was written a number of years ago, but there's been numerous literature, numerous articles in addition to this that talks about the placebo effect and how if a person believes a treatment or an individual helps them, it does help them, whether that be through release of dopamine or neuropathway changes or inflammation. Whatever the reason, it seems to help people. And likewise, when someone believes something that even might be beneficial hurts them, it can damage their body. So something might help, but if they don't believe in it, the risk-benefit profile changes. So I think these are very important thoughts that we take forward with us as we move forward in life, as we make forward in our personal decisions, our medical decisions, and everything, that we understand what we believe and don't go against our belief systems. Because when we do, we can damage our health. And freedom of choice is important to the God we serve. It's important to our health because of our belief systems and our brains and how this changes our physiology. So these rulings that I talked about, I think they're important to help protect freedoms in the future. And in our text today, Galatians 5, verse 13, for you, brethren, have been called to liberty. We are called to freedom, to have freedom of choice, freedom of conscience. Even if we make poor decisions, we still are called to freedom. And it says, do not, and it recommends it, do not use freedom or liberty as an opportunity for the flesh, for your own selfish good, but through love, serve one another. So the freedoms we have, the freedoms that we enjoy, we want to use those to serve one another, to love one another. So I'm hoping that these court decisions will give us the opportunity to understand that in the future, we're going to have our liberties protected, our freedoms protected more, and we should stand up for what we believe in the future, because this is not only important for health, but this is a biblical prescription for life, because we've been called to liberty, for freedom. So please leave your thoughts, your comments respectfully. Share this with your friends and neighbors. I just wanted to give you a different perspective, let you know what's going on in regards to freedom of choice, exemptions, mandates, and some of the newer court decisions. So think about it. God gave us brains to think and reasons and make choices on every aspect of our life. But I want to encourage you to choose this day whom you're going to serve. You know, I want to serve and I want to choose Christ as my source of healing. And I've stated the reasons why. I just want to throw this as an opportunity for you to think about your decisions as well. Who are we going to choose in life? Who do we really want to choose for ultimate healing? And how will these choices we make now affect us in the future? So I'm Dr. James Marcum, wishing you the best of health.